Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us here on 90s Plus. I am meteorologist Chris Bianchi. I'm going to take a detailed look at a kind of a tricky forecast for the next 24, 36 hours or so, with more beneficial rain on the way for many of us here on the Front Range. That is great news with our recent drought in mind, so happy to get into some of that for you. But start things off by taking a look at some of the cloud cover that still lingers over Denver and the Front Range. We had some fog earlier on today as a result of that rain that we picked up yesterday. That rain evaporating with that sunshine, and then the result of it, some of that fog and still some of those low clouds hovering around parts of the Front Range. And that has kept our temperatures down for now. But those temperatures should get a nice little boost later on this afternoon, and we should be talking about some highs in the 60s here into the Denver area and into the mountains, already into the 50s, and even a few 60s already starting to pop on up out that way. Now, for your day today, we'll get on up into the mid-60s here in Denver with an isolated storm. Best chance will be north of Denver, Fort Collins, Greeley, places like that will have the best chance at seeing a storm later on this afternoon, but we do have a chance here in Denver, and those winds do pick up a little bit. It's going to be a bit on the breezy side with winds at 10 to 25 miles an hour. That is thanks to the fact that we're getting some of those southeasterly winds out ahead of our next storm system, and that system now mainly in Utah and in southern Idaho, and that system is spinning its way off to the east, and that's going to bring us some of those showers and storms later on this evening, likely around dusk tonight. But let's kind of walk things through over the next couple of hours and what you can expect. So once we get to about 4, 5, 6 o'clock later this afternoon, the mountains will see some rain and some high elevation snow moving its way on through. This is in association with a cold front. So because of the fact that we got a front moving its way through, we may see some rain in some places around 7,000 to 8,000 feet initially, but that will flip over to snow. Denver will probably have to wait until about 6, 7, maybe even a bit later than that, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, until we get our chances for rain. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll get another chance for some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder or two moving its way into the Front Range and even into southeastern Colorado. That will hang around for much of the day tomorrow. So tomorrow looks kind of cool and gray and a bit rainier. This afternoon and this evening, we see those showers and storms start to develop from west to east, with the best chance north of Denver, somewhere between about 6 and 8 o'clock tonight. So again, most of the afternoon you should be okay. You got an early happy hour around 4 or 5 o'clock. You'll be all right. It's once we get to about 6, 7 o'clock that trouble arrives from the west, and that brings that chance for, again, a shower or storm this afternoon, this evening. And by the way, I think the south side of town will mostly stay dry. So Castle Rock, the Palmer Divide, I think we mainly stay dry out that way. It's I-70 on north with the best chance at seeing that shower or a storm. Tomorrow morning, we kind of briefly dry on out, and then we'll see some more showers move their way on into the picture later on during the day. So tonight, temperatures upper 30s. Once we clear things on out, it should drop those temperatures a little bit, but it's mostly cloudy with early showers and storms, most of those before about 10 o'clock tonight. So between about, again, 6 and 8 will be the best time period for a shower storm here in Denver. Maybe extend that to 6 to 10 for our friends north of town up by Greeley and Fort Collins, where you have a better chance at that shower or storm. Lows tonight, a lot of 30s, even some low 40s along the eastern plains, 20s and 30s on up into the mountains. Now, as we head through the day tomorrow, I think we'll have a mainly dry day, but then once we get to about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, I think it's going to be a little earlier than today, but maybe talking about 2, 3, 4 o'clock as opposed to today, which is more 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow we do have that chance for a shower or a storm during the afternoon and during the early evening. I will say this, I'm not sure we're going to see much in the way of storms. It's going to be a little cool for a day tomorrow for some of those storms to potentially develop, but again, can't rule it out. Just got that chance for certainly some rain, and again, best chance will be tomorrow afternoon. So let's walk you through that a little bit. So tomorrow afternoon, there's a look at that rain moving its way onto the picture. Area low pressure centered over eastern Colorado will spin back just enough moisture that we'll see some of that rain for us, again, developing between about 2, 3, 4, between about 2 and 5 o'clock. So again, this is about 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You'll see that rain develop, and then it continues for much of the evening. So if you got those outdoor happy hour plans tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, you got a soccer game, something outdoors tomorrow evening, doesn't look great. I'll just leave it at that. And by the way, the wet mountains, the Sangre de Cristos, some decent snow headed your way, especially above 9,000 feet. And then that rain slowly spins its way off to the east. And by Thursday morning, most of us drying out and clearing out pretty quickly. So again, we don't have too long to deal with this storm system, but we do get some more beneficial rain out of this one. Thursday, we have a chance for maybe an isolated shower during the afternoon, but I think we're mainly dry on your Thursday. Best chance for rain will be tomorrow and, of course, today. And then Friday, Saturday, we really warm on up before more showers return for your Sunday and your Monday early next week. And all this, of course, is great news. All this moisture, all this rain, and hopefully some decent rain. Great news for our ongoing drought. We're getting some beneficial moisture on into the picture, and that hopefully will help to put a little dent into some of those drought conditions that we've got across much of the state of Colorado. About half the state in either severe or worse drought conditions, and about 88% of the state of Colorado under some form of drought at this point. So again, the rain, probably don't have to tell many of you out there, we love it, we need it, we want it. So hopefully, fingers crossed here, we get some of that beneficial rain later on today. So just kind of recap things. I think we're mainly dry today. 6, 7, 8 o'clock, we have the chance for a shower or a rumble of thunder. Better chance north of Denver. Then as we get into your day tomorrow, it's mainly cloudy. It's certainly cooler with highs just in the 50s for your day tomorrow, with showers developing early to mid-afternoon, and those showers stick around through much of the evening. And those clear on out Thursday morning, and then we've got much warmer temperatures ahead for your Thursday, Friday, and into your Saturday. I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Meteorologist Keely Chalmers has more coming up at 9 News at noon, and Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin in at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News family of networks. Again, I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and have a great rest of your